Hey, it's Ruby. Welcome or welcome back to my channel and to my very favorite video to film, to watch. I love TBR jar prompt videos, so I'm so excited to be able to do these again because if you follow me, you know that in June I was packing and then July I was really busy moving, but we're here. I have settled in and I haven't done a bookshelf tour. I was gonna do one, like the whole organization and like putting things up, but like when we got here, things were just not great and we were having a lot of issues with this place. So I just like figured, you know what, let me at least put all my stuff where it belongs and make the most of it. And that's exactly what I did. These shelves started off in like our dining area, that's like my office area. Now they're here and I have IKEA cart there. We have my beloved rotating bookshelf over there, which I was like, please make it, because I was watching Beth's videos and she was moving and hers broke. But I did have a casualty, but it was my skinny IKEA Billy bookcase, which I was like, that's fine. I prefer that break than this one. So yeah, I have that. And then houses like my thrillers, mysteries, horrors, literary fiction, and classics. And then I have a 3-tier bookshelf in my office space by my desk that has arcs and books that I'm gonna be reading in while I DNF, because I don't know that I'm gonna love them. So there are books everywhere. Let's just get started. I'm gonna go ahead and pick 5 prompts to begin with, and then we'll see if we do more. But I did ask my book club to give me some ideas. There's actually a ton of them in here. It doesn't look like it, but there are a lot. And I put them in here as well as some that I already had. We are reading, what is it called? I don't know if it's Arcana Academy or Arcana Academy, but that's what they chose for August. So that's what we're going to be reading. I have no idea what that's about. Not a single idea what that's about, but I think it's going to be really fun. I saw that it had pretty good reviews on Goodreads, but I didn't look up the synopsis. So I'm going to go into it blind, but if you want to join us, the link is always down below. It's completely free to join over on Fable. So yeah, let's choose our first one. It's gonna be this one. This one says a book with food on the cover. Oh, okay. So let's get a couple choices. Probably like a romance would have food, right? I think so. Oh, no, not that one. I was thinking of the newest Travis Baldree book, because I have the arc for that, but that doesn't come out till November, I think, and I don't want to do that to you. So let's look. Okay, we have 2 options. This was kind of hard. I feel like there was a lot of them with drinks on the cover. And this first one has drinks, but it also has a baby bottle, and that's food for the baby because that's like what they can eat. So yeah, there's a baby bottle. And this is Next of Kin by Hannah Bonham Young, which I have not read, and I love this author, so this is a good one. And then this one does have food. It has plenty of pastries, so I think we should realistically go with this one, Being Super 2 by Sujin Witherspoon. This is YA and this is adult. They're both romances, so even though I really would like to read this, I also equally want to read this because I got this sent a while back and I love this cover. I love that it extends to the spine and even the back. I love that because it looks so cute displayed. So this is going to be our first pick, Bingsu for 2 by Sujin Witherspoon. This is, like I said, it's YA romance and it sounds really interesting. I feel like I don't want to read the whole thing, but I think have grumpy sunshine, but the girl's the grumpy, I think. And then the guy, River, he's going through it. It says in the past 24 hours, he's dumped his girlfriend, walked out of his SATs, and quit his job at his parents' cafe. And then I think he ends up working at like a rival cafe and he meets the girl there. And yeah, I think it'll be cute. So this is our first book, Being Super 2. So moving on to the second pick, let's go with this one and see what it is. This one says a book with animals on the cover. Okay, maybe like a romance, maybe a thriller might have animals on the cover, and fantasy. Honestly, everything other than like Live Fig probably has animals on the cover. Okay, so here are our options. We have a romance Maggie moves on. Obviously, there is a dog on the cover and on the spine. Really cute. I don't know anything about this book. I've never read anything by Lucy Score, but it says, can these opposites turn up the heat without burning down the house? Fast-paced, fun, and full of Gilmore Girls worthy banter. Ooh, I love Gilmore Girls. But then we have The Teller of Small Fortunes by Julie Long, and this has a cat on the cover. Now, I'm not a cat person. I'm actually allergic to cats. I'm a dog person, so I can only enjoy cats like this. And I think I'm gonna go with this one because I actually just got a comment like right before I was filming this. I think I didn't read the whole thing because it just like popped up on my notifications, but I want to say that she said that this, oh no, it's not this one, it was another one. Was it this one or sorcery? It was something, I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm gonna go with this one just because I really want to read my fairy loot books, and this one's fairly short. The artwork is beautiful for this, so yeah, I love the cover. This one, it's so pretty. So yeah, I'm gonna go with this one and see how it goes. I think it's like cozy fantasy. It says, fleeing a troubled past, immigrant fortune teller Tao roams the dusty countryside with only her mule for company, telling small fortunes for small prices. Big fortunes come with big consequences, which she knows from bitter experience. A cozy fantasy about trying to find yourself and finding a family instead. Perfect for fans of Legends and Lattes, A Psalm for the Wild Builds, and The House in the Cerulean Sea. So yeah, this is going to be book 2. I am very excited for this. I hope that I love it because it is a beautiful book. If I don't, it'll get on hold. Y'all know the drill. That's 2 pink books so far. So number 3 is going to be this one. This one says, I love these videos. Honestly, love them. Robin Hobb. That's all it says. Robin Hobb. A queen deserves her own prompt. Why did I do this? I did this because I've been avoiding Robin Hobb's books. And I only have 1 trilogy from her. So I know that we're going to pick that because it's the only one I have. So let's pick book number 1 of the Realm of the Elderlings. Freaking long ass series. So that is Assassin's Apprentice. I've been avoiding this because I feel like it's pretty known that this is like very character driven, and I am a plot driven reader. I feel like that's an unpopular opinion. Most people are character driven readers, but I'm not. But we're gonna go ahead and read this one and see what it's about. Follow Fitz and see, I don't know, his origin story, maybe? I'm not sure. Honestly, I've never really delved into figuring out the whole universe, but I'm so nervous for this. But Viv, who I love, I follow her on TikTok and Instagram. She loves Robin Hobb and she loves this, and I do trust her reading taste. So yeah, this one's for Viv. Damn, I'm intimidated by that. That would have worked in like books that scare you also, which I think is probably a prompt in here. Next up, number 4, we have a horror. Horror is a genre that I don't really read, so this is forcing me to step out of my comfort zone, but I do love me some T. Kim Fisher, so expect one of those to be on here. I think I have like 1 or 2 maybe still that I haven't read. No, just 1. But yeah, let's go look at the rotating bookshelf. Okay, I do have quite a bit of options, but I'm not sure if they're thrillers or horrors, and I'm too lazy to check. But these I know are horrors for sure, or at least the horror tag on Goodreads. T. Kim Fisher always has the horror tag on there, even though I don't think her books are exactly scary, but they do have that like dark vibe to them. So A Sorceress Comes to Call is my newest edition and the only T. Kim Fisher that I own that I haven't read. I have Nettle and Bone, which I read, and Thornhead, which I read and loved. And then recently I read an arc of Hemlock and Silver, which I really, really liked, and I definitely want to get it when it comes out in August, I believe. Definitely check it out. It was really good. It was like a Snow White retelling, but it was unique. Just like all her books are. This is a Goose Girl retelling, and I don't know anything about the Goose Girl, but I hear good things about it. And then our second choice is My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. I've only tried to read one Grady Hendrix book, which was Witchcraft for Wayward Girls. I think I had an arc and I DNF'd it because there was like, I was like halfway and there was no witchcraft and I just got annoyed and I DNF'd it. I mean, this looks pretty horror. So I think we're going to give this one a shot because I want to choose this one. But I'm probably going to love this. This, I don't know. Because like I said, I do have several of his books. I think they have 3. And I want to read it to see if he's going to be for me. If not, so I can just unhaul those books and part with them. Because, yeah, there's no reason to keep them. Oh, look. This have evil birds. Also fit in that prompt. But yeah, let's go with this one's cover. This was a cover buy because it's so freaking cool. Somebody's moving right now and they're just, I don't know if they're on the 2nd floor or 3rd floor. I'm thinking they're the 3rd floor and they're just throwing stuff out of their balcony. They've thrown everything and they just threw a huge mirror. And of course it landed on the sidewalk and it cracked and they did not clean it up. And now I'm seeing that one of the maintenance guys is cleaning it and it's pissing me off because they're being destructive on purpose. It's like 3 young kids and it's making me mad because he's like having to deal with the freaking mayor just because they're just throwing things. Like, I get it. This building sucks because we're on top of a hill, but bro, you can't just do things like that. Especially not things that can harm other people. Like, people walk here all the time, like kids, dogs. Damn kids. Next up, we have this one. So this one is a book with an orange cover. This is one of the like generic ones that I put in there. I think I put like all the colors of the rainbow, but orange is, I feel like, something we don't see a lot. Definitely probably going to be a romance thing or like a fall book. Maybe. Okay, both of our options are romance because the other books, they had orange on the cover, but it wasn't like the predominant color, and I feel like these were really giving orange. So the first one is Cash, which is book 1 of the Lucky River Ranch series by Jessica Peterson. And I got this from Barnes. They're releasing the other ones pretty soon, like book 2 and 3, and then 4 is gonna be releasing later on. But I just think that they're so pretty and I wanted more cowboy romances. So there's this one, and I think it's giving us some orange with the cowboy hat and the sunset, but this one is completely orange. So I think we have to go with this one because like all you get is orange. So yeah, I feel like this one was like, this is my prompt. Wild Eyes, which is book 2 in the Rose Hill series by Elsie Silver. I read book 1 and I liked it, but I didn't love it. Like, I just didn't love anything about it, I should say. And the single father thing in book 1, I just wasn't really like into. They're all single fathers. I think they're all like single billionaire fathers, which is ridiculous. Or like billionaire romances in general, but with like single dads. This guy, we met him in book 1 because he was the brother of the FMC's in book 1. You got it, right? And I really, really liked him. However, I've heard that the FMC, who's like a pop star, isn't very beloved, so we'll see. But I think I'm going to choose Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver so that I can continue on with this series because I think the last book is going to be coming out soon and I own all of them so far. So hopefully I do like this one because if not, this might be a series that I'll have to unhaul. But I'm hoping that I like it a lot because I really liked Wes. All right, so we chose our 5 books. Let's do a quick recap of what we chose and what genre they are. So first up, we got Bingsu for 2 by Sujin Witherspoon, which is a YA romance. We got The Teller of Small Fortunes by Julie Long, which is a cozy fantasy. Our third pick was Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb, a fantasy, a high fantasy. And then we got My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix, which is a horror. And then finally we got Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver, a romance, adult romance. So definitely a variation of different books. I think that it's a really good TBR. I hope that we find some good books. And if not, then that I have the willpower to unhaul them, especially that Fairy Loot one, because I can get attached to pretty books. But we'll see how this goes. I hope that we have a really good reading month in August. I don't have any plans to like travel or anything, so I'm hoping that I do get a lot of books in. I'm currently reading Glint, which is book 2 in the Play the Prisoner series, and I'm obsessed with that. What else am I reading? I'm reading my book club's book. I'm trying to finish it, Direbound, and it's getting really good. I'm like halfway now, and I'm excited for that one. So yeah, I feel like I'm getting some good reads, so I'm excited, and hopefully these don't let me down. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. As always, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you very soon with another one. Bye.